Alright, everybody. It is finally time to start making some silicon. So, we're going to do this pretty much like we did the iron. Try to get this on the same in here. So, we're going to do the blast furnace. Now, there is a lot of different ways of using silicon, and there's two ways of making it. Kind of weird for the one, so I'm not going to get into doing that one at the moment. I may change over and try it another time, but I think we're going to stick with just doing it this way for now. So basically we'll bring the silicon ore basically right down along here. We're not powdering it because apparently the only way you can use the powdered silicon is the weird way that I'm talking about here. So if we go back through all of this mess, you have silicon ore to carbon make silicon ingots. And then you can also do silicon ingots and trichlorosilane make silicon ingots. So I'd have to make silicon ingots to make silicon ingots, but then to make this stuff uses the process. But the process can only make that or pellets, which is going to be the next thing that I unlock when I get advanced silicon smelting 3. So I'm just going to bypass this one. We're going to stick with the regular, just shove the ore in the blast furnace, make the ingots, and then make that to molten. And then we'll deal with the pellets next time. Alright, so then this is going to give us molten silicon, which, by the way, speaking of silicon real quick, I do believe we may start doing, is it the ingot? Yeah, we can actually put 12 silicon in with iron to get molten iron, and we can also put it in with, well, we're going to need aluminum, copper, and silicon I can use to make aluminum, but you can also do 12 and 12 for steel, but that's advanced steel casting too. But I do believe we might look into this one because we're having issues with making enough iron currently. We have, show you up here, we have tons of iron. Yeah, we've got this that's got 914k iron in it, so it's not really an issue. Our bigger issue is steel at the moment. We only got 4.5k, and none of the iron is getting down there. It's all going for making iron at the moment. I may actually have to turn this off and let it get down there because we're getting very little iron in at the moment. But that, as you can see, is because we're not running any of our processing things again. We got to deal with that next. But anyways, let's deal with what we have here to do. We need, I think it's 6 of these I actually need. And then we need casting machines, which I didn't make enough of. let's see. So that is going to make us, which one is it we're making here? So molten silicon seeds, we need, and then we need to take those and put it with more molten silicon. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do the seeds on this side. So we're going to have to get nitrogen in there. And then we'll do the silicon here. And then we will do this a little bit different than we normally do. We normally would have things come out on this side, but I'm actually wondering, let's take two of these out of here for a minute. If I put this here, and I had this do that, and then I put this one on this side, yeah, that might actually work better, actually. I kind of like that. Because then I could just do the basic thing here to pull them out, and then do a long-handled reacherator like that would reach over, if I did the right one, and put them in. So that could work. How many of these are we going to be making here? So making the seeds is going to be, it's going to be doing 5 at a time, and then every one of those seeds will make 4 of the silicon. So I'm going to have way more seeds than what I'm going to need, but that's fine. I don't see an issue with that. I could actually probably get away with doing that and just let it grab and not even use that. Yeah, let's see how that works. Then we can just do one of these here and here. Go down and do that there. Put one of these in. Stretch over to there. That'll get everything powered up. This does not need power. These do. I will have to do that. Alright, so now we're going to run the Coke over here. Oh, crap. This actually needs carbon. Hold up. Hold up. had to be one, didn't there? Alright, so we'll just run this over there. Luckily, we already had it here. Alright, that should grab the carbon off of there. Stick it into there, which will be both fuel and the input. Set that. And we just need to run this up and connect it. That's why I stopped my solar panels going over this far, was so we had room to do this, but I may have to take out this top row because we're starting to run out of room here. Not a real big deal. I can put some in down below. That one's going to have to stay there because it's our main connection. Alright, so we can bring that right on over here. Probably going to have to start blasting this out over here. Now, since we're possibly going to be using this for iron and stuff too, I'm going to go ahead and use one of the faster loaders on it. That is making a mess. Will a red one get all the way across there? I have a red one, right? Yeah, I thought so. Let's span that whole thing. Oh yeah, it will. Awesome. Alright, so that'll get our silicon down there. So now we just need to get, and I'm going to use the mini unloaders here, like that. Connect them up like that, and that'll bring those up and out. That'll power those. Now we just got to wait on the silicon to get down here. Now we need to look and see. We're making transistors, but it looks like these monosilicon are only going to make us wafers. And then we just need to put the wafer with silver wire and plastic bars. So we'll just transport these all the way up, which I will run that in a minute. Now let's look at these silver wires we need to get made. So we can do copper cable and silver plate because we cannot do silver wire coils yet. So therefore we just need to make silver plates. They're going to come from molten silver, silver ingots, and we cannot make the silver nitrate or the cathode, so we just need silver ore So we pretty much just need to set up the same thing we have here, but for silver. I'm going to go ahead and... Why are we not running? That made that. Oh, I don't have the nitrogen in here yet. Okay. Well, I guess let's get that done. And then we'll look at that. So, nitrogen we have here. It's also running over to there. So let's just tap in right here. There we go. Now all we gotta do is do that. We have our nitrogen, we have our seeds, and we now have our silicon. Okay. So now that that's done, I'm gonna go look and see just how much silver we have. I'm guessing it's not a lot, because we've got this whole belt full of it. And why do I keep getting crushed stone in there? I gotta figure out where that's coming from. There's so little coming. Yeah, we don't have a lot of silver. So we're gonna have to look into what other ores are going to give us silver. I think Progalina is going to be the main one. Progalina chunk will give us 2 lead, calcium sulfate, silver, and zinc. Stearate will give us silver as well, which we haven't been doing because we don't need that much copper. It will give us extra iron, so it's not a terrible idea. Stannic, plumberine. Ammonium is where we're getting it from right now. That crystal crap. And then we get into... Okay, so... Progalina we need to start processing. But we can't do that currently, because we can barely process anything right now, as it is. Because of that mineralized stuff that I need to get dealt with. Which we set up all that stuff up there for doing the geodes. And now the geodes have pretty much ran out. Alright, so I need to get this set up for silver. I seriously doubt I need to do anything too humongous, but we're going to go ahead and do the normal setup just because we can. So we're going to need 6 of these and 2 of those. And I'm trying to save this area here because we're going to have to make brass soon, which is going to take copper, and we've already got copper here. I think I might put the silver one down here, because I don't think there's any like electrum or anything like that. So I think I'll just go ahead and run this down. and put it down there. So we're going to do this kind of backwards here. Trying to basically line them up where they would be. I'm not used to building this backwards like this, but we're going to try to do so. We need that there, that there, and they do have the gap in the center, which is fine, because it's the only way that this sets up equally. Alright, so this is going to be silver. Doesn't need anything with it. There's going to be molten silver, and then these are going to be silver ingots. And I don't know why I'm still using yellows. I could probably get away with using reds now, but it's just what I'm used to doing, so I'm doing it. By the way, I've been working on more of these military sciences down here. We got most of them done. I can still do the blasting charges, but I'm not really worried about doing that. Laser shooting speed 2. These shells and bullets I don't think I can use yet, so I'm working on the weapon shooting speed. I think that's more important currently. Alright, so that will take care of all of that. We can just do this. Should take care of all of that. Move that to there. And then we're going to need that there, which we're going to run off of here. I may move that over if I decide to put another one over here. That should take care of all of that. And that'll get us our... Stick these on this one. And that will get us our silver. Definitely going to have to move that. Tuck it in over there. Stick one of these here. That'll get us a little bit of light. And get us power to that. I guess I'm not going to tuck that in over there. We'll just run these two together like this. Alright, so give me a minute. I'll get the silver and the silicon ran up here. So I need to get both of them up here to somewhere in this area. Not quite sure yet where we're putting it. Maybe I'll bring these down and we'll do it right here. Not sure, but give me a minute. Be right back. Alright. I got our silver up here. I got our silicon up here. And I've ran copper over here. Plastics right there. We should be good to go. So, we need to make basic electronic components, which which means we need tin, copper wire, and carbon, which we have the tin rolls coming up here some damn where. Where the hell is the tin rolls at? Here they are. Alright, so we need to run those up there. We're going to use red ones again. There we go. And then we can just run these right up along here. Should be fine. Alright, so that's that. Go ahead and turn that, because we're going to need them up over there as well. And then we need carbon, which I know we have. Where is our carbon? Carbon's coming in here. So we can just do a split off of there. And bring that up. Which I want in this gap right here. Which actually, you know what, this is kind of crap that I didn't think about it before. I really should just do this. And bring them both up on the same line. That'll be way better. Alright. So, at the very end of the line, we need those 4 things in one of these. Which is probably going to be a couple of them. So, we're going to need... I guess we can have... Not quite sure where I'm going to put these yet, but let's put it up and over here. So that needs to be that. So we're going to have basically that and that and that and that, unless we put multiples on, which I would rather do. So if we do it like that, we would have 2 of them coming in to go for that one, and then 2 of them coming in to go for that one. And then we can have the output on the top. Alright, so let's get the rest of this cleared out of here. There we go. So now we just need... I think we can just put this right here. Stop making messes. We can run that into there. Give it a little bit of power. And set that for that. That's not going to work, because I have to have a regular one here first. Alright, so we're gonna do one of these. Do it right there. And have that. Where in the hell is our... There it is. Alright, we may need a fast one to do this, but we're going to do that. And then we're going to do... Thinking we might need more than one of these. If I do that, that'll get those on there, which will feed these. And that'll give me those. Then I just need to get this. So let's do that. And take that out for just a second. That there, and filter it to just carbon. So we don't care about what comes out over there. And then we can run that like that. Have those two go like that. And then we can do those two, which will output like that. And that'll give us our line for those. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, so now we have our boards and our diodes here. So we can go ahead and run these in for that one, which again, I'm probably going to move this over here, but that just gets it over there out of the way for the moment. So now that takes care of two of them. This one is going to come from a line, so I'm not worried about that one. So now we just need to worry about this. So we need a regular assembler to do those into the wafer. Then we need a electronics one to put. We can do that because that'll be faster than doing one of these. Put the copper cables and the silver plates together. And copper plates are still coming from those because I still have not made that yet. But that can also be done in a small one. So we need to get, let's see, put that there, and that will make the wafers when I figure out where they're at. There we go. And then the wafers needed to go in with those other 3. And I'm hoping that I don't need too many of these for this. I think I get a pretty good amount out of here. Well, that was just a huge screw up. Alright, so this is going to be for that. Except I'm going to move them back. Alright, so that takes care of that part. Now we just got to do the silver and the copper. So I'm actually going to take this line out of here. We're just going to run these 2 together. Alright, so we need to do... Let's just try it like this for the moment. So we can do the copper wire there and the silver wire there. So then this will go there, 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 and that will go there. And we probably should change these 2 over along with that one. And then that we can bring over here. And we want to have this right here. So we're going to bring this over and into there. And that one will come down there. Then we can do that and that into there. The only thing we're missing is the plastic. Alright, let's move these up. So we got a little bit more room here. Because then we can put the plastic coming down like this. So we'll do this. This needs to pick up from the far side. And now we need to get the plastic over here. We can just do this. And that'll get us our plastic. And we can run that. and that. And that'll get us our diodes. Now we just need to get the solder up here, which we also have right down here. Let's see, runs up through here. So let's just pull it right off there. And then we can run it right up along here. And we want to get these two on the same line. So let's do that. Bring those down there. And that up like that. And let's actually change this so we can do it like that. Probably change these over to red ones. Now that gives us all 4 parts we need. And we can set that to that. And we're definitely going to change those to red ones. And then we can just have those come out here, there, and run like that. So now we need to do this to pick up from further away, that from further away, and we are now making our red circuit boards. Perfect. Go ahead and get this started. Alright, so now we'll just have to keep an eye on this and see if it can keep up with the demand for making them, which it definitely looks like it can. Those aren't being made that fast. We'll probably make about 4 more of these. And then just copy this all over. That should do. There. See how we're keeping up down here? Not very well at all, so we may have to expand that, but we will see about that. But that now gives us our red boards, which gives us a lot more things we can do. We can now make our assembly machine 3s. We can now make the electronic assembly machine 2. which that's probably the first thing I'm going to do to help these guys out, is make a few of these, upgrade them. That'll allow them to go faster. We'll probably automate those at some point over here with our regular assemblers. Yeah, right here we have our yellow ones. So maybe down here we'll transport these down here and put the red ones together down here. And we probably should start making these as well. But that'll get that done. And then didn't we need... Oh no, we actually didn't need the red ones for anything there. But that will let us get into... there was one of these that I needed it for. Okay, so ore sorting facility, I still need to make brass, aluminum, and concrete. Then we can get into the level 3 of those. But it'll get us into a lot of those level 3 things. The main thing we needed it for, though, was for science. Because we were going to do... Which one of these? This one. Sodium hydroxide, sulfur, engine units, electronic circuit boards. That's what we needed it for. So we need to get that ready to go. We've got the sodium hydroxide from making chlorine down there. So I need to get that up here. I am thinking about doing a live stream soon and cleaning out a bit of biters. I'm not sure yet exactly where, and trying to redo some of this starting area that I got, because it's honestly getting to be a big mess. But I will think about that a little bit more and let you guys know if and when I decide to do it. And we need to deal with the mineralized water. These can't run to take care of it because we don't have any crystal slurry. We're not getting crystal slurry because none of these can run because we have too much mineralized water. These two are the only ones that are running, and that's very seldom because sulfuric water is backed up there. So I'm going to look into what else we're going to do with it, and I will let you guys know. That's probably what we're going to work on next time. But have a good one, and I'll see you then.